Good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Today we have a very special guest with us. It is Gerhardt J van den Merwe. He is our China from China, but while we were setting up the stream, we made particular note that we don't ask questions to each other. So everything we are going to ask each other today is going to be live and the real reactions, so you can get the real deal right here on Klipkop TV. Welcome, Gerhardt. Good man, good.
Thanks for having me. Finally we're live, huh? Welcome to audience. And yeah, such a pleasure being here, bud.
My OBS studio is not too happy with me. It does seem that we are live streaming. Like, a shout out to everybody who has joined. I see 7 people are here already. So let's start off like that. You are a YouTuber, an upcoming YouTuber, and what made you get into the scene?
Yeah, that's correct, Klipkop. Well, dude, I've actually done YouTube for a while. I think it's just over 2 years now. But I've never went into this niche that I'm actually going into now. Now, to answer your question, why did I go into YouTube? Dude, I sit in China. There's only that much you can do over here that keeps you busy. You know what I mean? So I just got into it and I just want to make videos for the world to see, I guess.
There is a slight possibility that the viewers aren't hearing you at the moment because my desktop audio is not displaying. This stream is a fuck up. This stream is a fuck up. Anybody in the comments, can no sound from Gerhardt? Okay, like that. I thought that might be the case. No sound from Gerhardt. Stop video, chat, pin video, make host, remove. How do I fix this now? I'm sorry guys, it worked perfectly yesterday. Why it doesn't work today, I'm not sure. Because I can hear you on my headphones, but I can't hear you. Let's say add audio input capture. Okay. Say something, Gerhardt?
Yes, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Nope, they won't be able to hear you. Ai, toch. I was so looking forward to having a proper live stream and everything worked fine yesterday. Rename, copy filter, vertical layout, desktop audio, properties.
Let me see if I can talk to the guys in the...
There we go. I think you are online now. Guys in the comments, just
nice.
Give us some indication. Can you hear Gerhardt? There we are. Jack F, thank you for responding. Okay, let's get back to that question again. Like, how did you get into the YouTube scene? What motivated you?
Anyway, I want to say how's it, guys? I just want to let you guys know there's a slight echo in my ear.
A slight echo in your ear. Let me turn my volume down. Maybe that'll help.
Right. So get back to the question. Well, I got into the YouTube scene because, yeah, I sit in China and I wanted the world to see basically what I'm up to this side. You know, you.
Is the echo too bad? Is it hectic? This is the cuckest live stream ever, bro.
That's fine, dude. That's fine.
Okay, is the echo still bad on your side? Okay, let's just get into the actual videos you have made. Let me just put my main display on. And the very first video you made is when you took your dog for a shave.
Yeah, that's correct. That's one of the most shittiest videos I've...
I guess it's a good video to like start off your YouTube YouTube with just to test the water, you know. So like, tell us about your dog. It looks like an interesting little dog. It's what called a teddy dog, or what's it called?
Yes, dude, it's a teddy dog. It's actually a Chinese poodle, they call it. And yeah, you only get them here in China. So I got myself one of those and quite happy.
I have never seen one of those before. Um, if we can move on to a little bit more serious things about the politics in China. I watched a few of your videos, and it seems like there's a few things you are not comfortable to say while doing videos or doing live streams. Like, why is that?
Well, as you all know, that China is a communist country. That's actually like a really hard word to use over here. But that's one of the reasons. And they, sorry, man, I cannot really hear.
Should we try this live stream some other time, maybe?
Maybe we can go offline and see if we can fix this and try it again. I don't know.
Okay, guys, everybody, thank you very much for sticking with us. We are going to go offline and sort out our shit, and then we might see you again if we get it fixed. Hopefully within the next 5 minutes. Hopefully within the next 10. So, like, cheers and peace out. Hopefully for only 5 minutes.
Cheers, guys. Hello? Hello,
Hi
hello?
there.
Are we live?
Do we still have the audio problem?
It doesn't, yes, it's perfect. It's working, man.
Is it working now?
It's working, yeah.
Okay, now let me see if I switch over to when our faces are lekker big. Is it still working?
Well, for me, it's working, yeah. Maybe you should try ask the audience.
Okay, for sure, Doc. I think it is working now. Like, everybody pissed off. We have like 5 viewers left, but like, thank you for those kandidooders that sticked around.
Anyway, okay, cool. Yeah, I think everything is fine. We can go ahead, yeah.
Okay, I'm switching over to the main display now, and I'm going to open your videos. But maybe before we get into the videos, how did you end up in China?
Well, dude, that is a very, very good question. Actually, it's a funny story as well, because I was back in SA, and obviously, the way things are going in South Africa, I couldn't find a great job. Mm-hmm. So I landed a job at Europcar. I don't know if you know Europcar. It's a car rental agency in SA.
Okay.
And yeah, I didn't do so well, and I lost my job at Europcar. So, dude, it was like in a blink of a, like, basically it was a decision like in 2 days. I checked online, what can I do? Where can I go in the world just to go work, find a job, settle down for like a year, work out and save some money and get back to SA. So I got onto this website in Thailand, right, that employ teachers, English teachers in Thailand. Yep. So anyway, I just did, it was like literally a week. I chose the decision and I went to Thailand. Mm-hmm. So I ended up in Thailand. I was there for 2 years, and I got a random mail from this person saying, hey, do you want to come to China and teach English here? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come to China. I'm kind of grateful for Thailand. And this dude told me, listen, we will pay your ticket. Because at that moment I told him, right, it sounds lekker and all, but I need to save up money to buy a flight ticket, yeah? So this dude offered me a flight ticket, apartment, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, seriously? And again, in like 2 days, dude, I made the decision, packed up my clothes, and just moved to China. And ever since I've been in China, dude, I'm here for nearly 5 years now. Well, it is 5 years. Yeah. I'm here for 5 years now. Married to a Chinese woman. I've got a kid here, settled down, and I've got my little dog, the stupid video you were referring to earlier. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah, and I'm still here. So to answer your question, dude, it was like impulsive decisions and just hopped from the one place to another, and I ended up in China. And at this moment, I don't see myself going anywhere in the near future, man.
Okay, so you are still busy teaching English in China?
That is a different thing. I actually stopped teaching English and I went into marketing. So basically what I do is I market for schools. You get these training centers that train these Chinese kids to speak English, your simple head, shoulders, knees, and toes kind of vibe. And it's a big, huge business here in China to do extra classes, which foreigners, well, they employ foreigners to teach English to a Chinese child because they want the Chinese kid to adapt to foreign ways and thinking and stuff. So anyway, what I do is I move between the schools and I do marketing to pull clients to the schools. They do demos. Kids sign up for like a year and they pay like a tuition fee, which is crazy. So by the way, and then I get my profit like off each kid that signs up. Yeah. But I do here and there a little bit art teaching job here and there, but not that much anymore now.
Okay, before we move on to the next question, let me just go through the comments quickly. Maybe there is something. If you guys have any comments for either Gerhardt or myself, please feel free to post them. Because this was still with the audio problems. He doesn't want to end up in the stir fry. China is listing. You better be careful. It's on the menu there. You addressed this issue in one of your videos, correct? Like people eating dog in China. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, dude, actually, I haven't brought that up in a video because it's kind of hard for the Chinese to hear. But actually, I can tell you, I can reference to a video that will explain this very, very well done. There's a guy called Serpent ZA, which covered a dog meat festival, which is going on here in China, dude. So basically how this works is it's like an annual, seriously, I think it's like a 2-week festival. I'm not sure, but it's like a 2-week festival where everyone, I want to call them the dog eaters, I don't know what you call these guys, but everyone around China just gathers to they go to this place, and there is a whole festival of how they eat dog, dude. Like make different types of dishes for the dog, different dogs you can eat. It's insane. But actually, some of the Chinese, to be quite fair, some of the Chinese are standing up against this.
Okay. That was my next question. Like, is this a regular thing? Does the people support it? Most of the people.
Well, I think what you try to ask me is like, if you walk down the street, do you see like a dog shop and you can go in and eat some dog? Well, dog to butcher. Answer you, we have an application here in China, right? So it's called Erlema. That's the name of the thing. So Erlema means I'm hungry in Chinese. Now on that Erlema app shows you all the places around you that you can eat from. And you can actually search what you want to eat, like a Burger King. It will pop up. It will show you all the Burger Kings around you and that. So you can go on this app and check for dog restaurants around you to make sure you don't step into the wrong restaurant. But yeah, they do have restaurants around us, but it's like very minimal. It's more, I think, in the rural areas of China where you still get these proper dog restaurants, and then like in Beijing where it's like touristy, I don't know, you get these crazy kids that come to China and really want to try dog, I guess, but you get them in Beijing as well. Yeah.
Okay, so like that settles the dog question. So it is actually like you don't say it's like a huge thing, but there's a big percentage of the population that has eaten and will continue to eat dog from time to time, you know.
they will never stop, dude. That is like a culture thing that is in them, build it into them. They will never stop. But yeah, there is some people standing up towards, this whole, well, they see it as animal cruelty. And so they stand up against it. They actually do this marches and all kind of stuff. I just stay the hell out of that shit. But like I said, you can actually, if your viewers check this video, on a later stage, some live viewers, you can go to Serpent ZA. He's doing a proper video about it. There's actually another guy called Sea Milk as well. It's his friend. They have a channel together.
Mm-hmm.
They actually went there and got some raw footage. So just be warned. If you want to go check it out, if you want to go check it out, you're going to see some crazy shit. But yeah, they quite sum it up very cool.
How I got introduced to Serpent ZA was kind of weird. Like I don't know. Do you know the sexy cyborg? It's somebody, Angela Wu.
Oh yeah, the girl on the roller skates, I think.
Well, she's an electronic engineer, and I'm an electronic engineer myself. So like I was googling, thinking of projects to do or whatever. So obviously, like during my searches, I came across her, and like obviously being a regular guy, I watched her videos over and over and over. But Serpent ZA once had like this one video. So here's a South African like doing stuff about China, and you are basically trying to do the same thing, or are you trying to move a bit more over to politics? I know your last video was about the whole Ronaldo Ghost and Loving Life debacle. Oh, just by the way, I noticed Ronaldo Ghost just dropped a troll video that he did with Loving Life. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched it. We can speak about it a little bit later if it's cool with you. We can chat about it.
I haven't watched it.
I would like to speak about that video.
Okay, for sure.
It's hilarious, but I'll speak about it now. Yeah, dude. The thing is, like I said, I first started off YouTube just as play around with some footage, and I'm not an oil painting, to be quite honest. So I was trying to make it look cool with cool footage and stuff. But then, as I started watching some cool channels, and actually I'm gonna just explain quickly, right?
Sure.
Watching some cool channels, and I was more into American politics. That's where I'm still at, right? Is more into American politics because I know quite a bit of what's happening over there.
Okay.
Anyway, being a South African, as an expat, you tend to lose the whole, you forget what the hell's going on in South Africa. So I decided, went on my computer and I was just searching some shit, what's happening in South Africa. So I came across, obviously, Ronaldo's channel, actually your channel, quite a few channels. Yeah, man, quite a few channels talking about stuff happening in South Africa. So I thought to myself, hey, dude, I want to get involved in this because it's a very cool thing to do. Sit in front of your computer and, talk about stuff. Maybe you can help some people because I'm more of a positive outcome in the end of the day type of guy, instead of leaving a topic undone in the negativity. You understand? So I thought maybe I can do something with my channel that can actually really help people mentally now, not moving to other countries and shit like some other people are trying to do, but just a state of mind, someone understands what's going out there and they can hear my opinion. So basically I claim myself as a commentator, right? So basically I take any story and I figure it out by myself. I'm not the smartest guy alive, but I promise you it doesn't take that much to figure out politics, especially if it gets to South Africa and topics that's happening around SA.
You mentioned
so yeah, that's what I want to do.
You mentioned the positive outcome at the end, and I didn't watch all of your videos, but I watched the one of the Chinese Opa that cycled 500 kilometers in the wrong direction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
I don't want to ruin the whole story for everybody. Go to Gerhardt J from the Merwe's channel and go check out the 500 kilometer cycling video. It's weird and it boggles the mind how this could happen in real life. And like for some reason I don't really think like all of the information, like 500 kilometers for Opa is a lot. But anyway,
Dude.
it turned out to be like a beautiful story with a nice ending. It kind of like gives it that warm, fuzzy feeling at the end. And like I appreciate that because there's a lot of negative
Thanks,
shit,
thanks.
including my own channel. You know, I am guilty of that, like
Yeah.
just perpetuating this
No,
negative
no, no.
stuff.
I'm going to speak about your channel a little bit later because I see seriously something different in your channel. But I'm sure we will get there, dude. First off, thanks for giving me a little bit of a shout out on my videos. But I wanna be honest. My videos are shit because I'm a newbie. I'm a new guy trying to get all this stuff going. But I'll get there eventually, dude. Let me get back to your channel, if I may. If that's okay.
For sure, no problem.
Klipkop. Ons kan seker 'n bietjie Afrikaans ook hierop praat, nee.
We
Ek weet nie hoe lyk hy viewers nie.
we can do Afrikaans for a few minutes. I noticed my internet connection is really unstable. We have
Okay, how's it?
coming back first, goes back to happy place. Refresh and it's working. Lackerman, you guys are on early. I actually think it's a really bad time to live stream, but you know I do have 12 viewers at the moment, which is not too bad for my channel.
That's big up.
And then
Thanks, guys.
Jack F asked, what's Gerhardt's channel name, full name? It's Gerhardt J van den Merwe. That's correct, nah? I can actually pull
that's
pull
correct.
it up onto the main screen over here. Let me switch over to the main display. Minimize
Oh,
this.
thanks, bud. That's awesome.
And Gerhardt J van den Merwe. There you can check out you see there's his profile picture, so you know exactly who we're talking about. He is on Twitter as well. Team Gerhardt
right.
J van den Merwe.
Well, that is actually my team one. My original one is just at Gerhardt J VDM.
Okay, here we go. Here's the one you should actually follow. You have
That's the one. I can
6,000
tell you
followers.
about that one.
You have
I can
almost
tell you
6,000
about-
followers. That's a lot, bro.
I can tell you about what happened to me on the Twitter, why I have a second Twitter account. Because I was kind of censored in a while back, a while ago.
By who?
I woke up one morning. Obviously, the Twitter police, you know them. It's like I told you, I know a little bit about American politics. I'm not a genius. I'm not a Ben Shapiro, but I know what the hell's going on in America, right? So I was making some comments, and you know, the next morning I woke up, and all of a sudden I got this beautiful message from them telling me, "Hey, dude, your account has been restricted." So my account was restricted. They didn't really tell me for what. So I filed in I opened a case and asked them, why the hell did you restrict my account? I'll tell you what happened. But anyway, so they restricted me and my account was down for over 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I was pissed off to perfection because of this. Anyway, so I just opened a second account. And the funny thing is, remember that tweet I did about loving life and Ronaldo Goes?
Mm-hmm.
The next morning after that tweet, Twitter sent me an email and told me, "Hey, dude, we are so sorry." And this is after 2 months. It's so random, bro. It's so random. This is after 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
They sent me an email and told me, "Hey, dude, we are so sorry about this inconvenience, but your account was caught up by our algorithms and we thought that you were a bot or something." I don't know what the hell, how they can think that. And so we restricted you. We are so sorry for the inconvenience, blah, blah, blah. And you've got your full account back. And I was like, Jesus, okay. Now I just opened a new account. I send out that tweet and I started to get nice interaction on that tweet. You know, like people were starting to retweet, commenting, and all of a sudden Twitter decided, okay, you can have your main account back. It's like, what? Really? Seriously? How deep does this go where they look into your personal life? You understand? But that's a topic for another time, dude. Seriously.
But I never...
Yeah, that's what happened, man.
Got exposed to your channel before this whole Ronaldo thing. Like, I was quite amazed. Like, he's a South African, bro. And you have all the special lighting in the background. And like, your audio is super, super awesome. It looks like you are doing it really, really professionally. Not like me, you can see like boards sticking out and the shutters here in the background with the sun shining in. It's really professional.
No, dude.
And I thought to myself, why does this guy only have 2,000 subscribers? And I really feel, especially if you are planning on like doing a bit more on South African things, like I will like always punt you. Like I really feel you deserve more subscribers. And it's almost like you have like a sort of gift of the gab, you know how to talk, you know. For me, it's not that difficult. I struggle from time to time.
No, not that much, dude. Not really. I'm gonna go to your channel soon, but thanks for all of that. Hey, I live in China. This stuff is cheap here, man. Whenever you guys need anything, I can just send it over to you. That's seriously that is seriously one of the beauties staying in China. Everything is so dead cheap, you know. Get it for next to nothing. Anyway, yeah. I want to ask you some questions, Klipkop, if that is okay, bro.
How about like let me finish with you, and then we can do it. Then it's all about me. I have one last thing to discuss about China.
I'm scared of your questions. You know? I'm scared of your questions. You're a very smart individual.
But I'm going to skip Hong Kong for now. I think we can do a whole separate live stream about Hong Kong. How about that?
Perfect. Thanks, bro.
Because
Thanks, I think it's better.
There is a demand from my viewers to learn about that, and you are close to the action. But like, what I wanted to know about China is people paint this picture of China now. Communism is a thing that's starting to take over in South Africa, and people reference China, and they like to portray Chinese as people that they walk around, they shit in the street, they spit in the street. It's uncivilized because of this communism. But you are there. Like, what is it really like?
Right. Exactly what you said, dude, is pretty much how it is. But I must also say, look, there's 2 points here. If you talk about communism, there's a pro and a con to it, but it only works for certain people. That's what I want to make clear. Communism only works for a certain, I don't want to say a type of person, but just certain countries, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe it will ever work in South Africa. And guys, whoever is listening to this video right now, and whoever will be watching this on Klipkop's channel in the future, I can tell you now, fight for freedom, man. Because, dude, living under a communism government, well, to live in a communist country, let's say that, is you feel the impact, you feel the effect. I don't want to go into much detail for obvious reasons, but
do you feel like you're being watched all the time?
You are being watched all the time, definitely, and it's not even that. It's just the way of thinking, bro. At the end of the day, it's the way of thinking that's kind of, you know, touchy sometimes. But like I said earlier, for certain countries it works. Like for China, it works perfectly, dude. Now, the shitting and peeing and all that, all you was just saying about the communist regimes, it does happen. But there's something I want to say about China that people don't really quite understand, bro. I claim China as the dirtiest, cleanest country, and it will not make sense to you at this moment. What I'm trying to say is pollution is definitely a problem in China. But buddy, if you walk on the street, right, in China, it's not the perception that people have about rats running around the street. You know, it's just dirty. It's a mess. No, not at all. These people are so many. Well, there's so many people in this country that they employ people picking up cigarette butts from the street. Right? So that is their main job. It's not just cleaning, picking up cigarette butts from streets, dude. So you get all these people cleaning, and they work together for a China, a clean China. So what I'm trying to say is, inside the cities, in the streets where the people live, it's super clean. It's really, really, really clean.
I noticed that in your videos, yeah.
And if you go to pollution and that kind of thing, your water, everything you consume here and stuff like that, then it gets to the dirty side of it. That's why I say this country is a dirty, clean country, because it's best of both, bro. But people definitely, they have a misunderstanding about how China actually looks like. And if I have joining you again, I will definitely show you some B-roll.
Because
a little bit of a B-roll It is.
Your videos that I saw, I was quite amazed because you're walking around in China and it looked clean, it looked a lot cleaner than most of the metropoles in South Africa. I
That
think
is definitely 100% true, bro. It is really, really, really clean here.
I lost a bit of your video feed, like your face is standing still at the moment, but I need to
Okay.
upgrade my internet before we can sort that out. But at least I think the people is still able to like hear you properly. And I think for
All right.
intro, I really, really want to do more live streams and interact more with you. I think for now, this will be okay. You had a few questions for me. Oh no, we have lost Gerhardt. We have lost Gerhardt completely. Let me just put it onto the main display so you guys can see my face. I don't know what happened to Gerhardt. If it was my fault or his fault. There we go. I have connection again. Oh, the joys of living in a small town. The joys of not having fiber. Let me see, what does the actual live streaming say? Are you back?
Am I back live?
I think you are back live. Let me just switch over so that people can see you again. Zoom to participants. There we go. This is all on me, like I know this is my internet.
Sorry, guys. I'm streaming out of China. Sorry.
No, this is definitely on me.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. So I think that's pretty much how I can describe China. It's a very cool country, very clean. There are some shitty moments where you want to pull out your hair from your head, but all in all, it's a safe country. It's a nice place to live in, to be quite honest.
I guess most countries have their problems they deal with, and after speaking to you now, like I really thought China was like very, very, very bad, and it doesn't seem as bad anymore. But you still suggest that we don't, that we do not go down the communist route. Is China totally
No.
communist? Like, does the government own all the land or not?
Yes, 100%. They own everything. For example, you cannot have an apartment or property for over 70 years. So basically, if you want to buy property, you own it for 70 years and you need to give it back to the government.
Okay.
That is one thing. Another thing is like my wife's parents. Basically, they own land like in a countryside, right? And they are developing so fast here in China, so they needed the land to develop on.
Yeah.
And they made them scrap the house, which is very terrible because the mother is dead and she's been buried next to the house. That's how they do it in China.
Oh wow.
So by the way, and they actually offered to dig up the corpse, well, the coffin,
Yeah.
and to move the coffin to the new place where they're going to relocate them. So basically, what they offered them was a new apartment, lots of money, and move the deceased, the dead people to the new location. But the government took the land, and you cannot fight against it. There's no law of fighting against these kind of things. But the thing is, they don't even want to fight against the government, against themselves. They don't want to do it. It's like, no problem.
They're too scared.
Everything is okay. It's too scared, but the mentality as well. That's what I'm trying to say. Remember, communism is over years and years and years and years in this country.
Oh,
But
okay.
like I said earlier, some countries work, some countries don't. Now, these guys are like, it's okay. Don't worry. Tomorrow is another day.
So at least they expropriated with compensation. Like they were taken well care of.
Huge compensation. Huge compensation.
So that they got their
That's
fair
how they
share
do it.
plus a little bit of cream.
Exactly.
Exactly. That is
And-
not the
and-
way
and-
like
and
our
they
guys are
feel-
planning on doing it. But anyway.
And the thing is, that's exactly how they feel because they move the country forward. You understand? Because they will step back and allow China to grow stronger because that's the ultimate goal, is to get China the biggest economy in the world. And so everyone just is okay with it to build the country forward. Unlike in South Africa where, like you just mentioned, where the guys are struggling. And I feel so bad for this. I feel that's one of my questions coming up later, if I may.
So you would say the general population in China is nationalist?
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I want to say they are just happy people, bro, and they just believe in their government, right? They just believe in China, and they believe in China. They believe this is the best country. They believe they have the best government. They believe they have the best people. This is who they are. Done. Nothing if, but, or maybe, or this or that. That's who they are.
Okay, so now I'm really glad we had this chat because there's a lot of information floating about that really muddies the water about what exactly China is and how they do it, and I really want to take this discussion further, but I don't want to, and we will probably like talk for days if we cover all the
Yeah.
topics. So I think I'm going to leave China there for now, and you had a few questions for me.
Okay. Yeah. Before we go on, is there anyone asking something in the chats?
Okay, let me. Okay, I should have. Um,
And here's my first question while you check. In all your videos, you say you want to light an NG.
NG. This is an NG.
NG. What is that? What is
It's a
that?
cigarette. An NG.
NG. Is that a Namakolan slang or what is that?
That is more like Cape Colored slang, you know.
Oh,
So like
nice, nice, nice.
the
NG.
backland, you would maybe speak about a guai, but a NG like a
Oh.
inky, like a just a. I don't know how to explain it. The NG is the NG, my bro. Okay.
All right. No. I'm happy. I'm happy you tell me because that's really cool seeing you doing that. I kind of like that vibe, dude.
Let's go through the comments. Okay, let's take it from here.
Yeah,
Jack
sure.
LaRue. You could also search for Jerry Capital. That used to be your name, right?
Oh yes, that is who I was before I decided to go through a brand change and actually go by my real name.
Okay, so you are
I called
branding
myself
yourself as
Jerry
yourself
Capital.
now. Good. Now viewing
Yeah.
says the bot excuse when they ban people. Maybe it was an excuse. Did you say anything controversial there that you feel that you should have been banned? Do you think somebody took offense or not when you got banned?
Klipkop and the guy that asked this. Till today, guys, I'm willing to do a live stream and host you on my channel sometime. And I want to upload. I want to put a slideshow on the side of the screen where I mailed Twitter. I
Yeah.
mailed them 24 times where I asked them, what exactly did I do wrong? And they could not in one email explain to me why I was restricted. Now, I know why I was restricted.
Why?
Because they are goddamn Democrats, dude. Jack from Twitter is fighting against the new elections coming up. He's trying to make. Anyway, I'm not going to do this on your channel, but anyway. So what I did was I've got a lot of Americans that follow me, right? And they are patriots as crazy. They are. I almost said the bad word. I don't know if I'm allowed on your channel, but
You can like
they are
you can say fuck all day.
Okay. So they are true patriots. And they started following me because I follow them. You know how Twitter works. And I started to comment with them. And they have this, they have this thing called trains. All right. Now, how the trains work, I don't know. Do you know what that is?
Trains, like not really. No,
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yes. Okay. So here it is. They call it like Twitter trains. So what happens is you get this conductor that is like Republicans in America, right?
Yeah.
And they have like 50,000 to 100, 150, 500,000 followers, right?
Oh no, have we lost Gerhardt again? Let me go through the comments while I hope the connection gets back. Let me see what's happening in OBS. I'm not gonna blame it on China, you know, like it's all China's fault. I need to be on Zoom over here. Gerhardt is still around. Well, his face is still on, but I can't hear his audio. Let's hope this doesn't go down south. I'll go through the comments real quickly. The bot excuse when they ban people. Are you back?
I'm back. I'm back. That was my fault. That was China's fault. We can blame this one on China. Sorry, guys.
Okay, for
Sorry.
sure. China, damn you.
All right. Anyway, so what I was saying, so this conductor retweet all the Twitter handles, like in a post, with
Yeah.
some funny GIF or GIF. What do you call that things? The little video that play a GIF.
Animated GIFs, yeah.
And then everyone on who follows him retweets that tweet.
Yeah.
You understand? So it goes crazy and people just start to follow you, all patriots. It's like a movement on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So I did this once,
Yeah.
right? Where I was miraculously added to this train. I didn't even ask. Yeah, dude, they call it a Trump train or seriously. So I was on one of these trains and they basically just went crazy. But it was like 2 months after that I got restricted. But I think that is why I was restricted. I did nothing wrong. I'm not a troll, bro. I can take on trolls, but I'm not a troll. I hope this huge long answered that guy's question. Sorry for this.
You are talking about
I just needed to tell you that.
About the animated GIFs. There's one that was really impressive. It was Donald Trump standing on top of a tank with the tanks rolling. And a flag,
I've seen that one.
And there's fireworks in the background. It's ugly but beautiful.
Yeah.
Let me get back to the comments. We were at the bot excuse. That's what triggered this comment. Laurie Swafford, check out On the Offensive channel. He has a new video about Hong Kong. It's very good. I will probably go check that out because I'm really interested in what's happening in Hong Kong.
Yeah. I wish I could tell you guys a little bit more, but I'm not going to do it for today, please.
I guess you won't be able to see it in China, like maybe with a VPN. Viewing says Klipkop, it might be on his side because you're not lagging, or it might be distance VPN. It might be. Don Barnard, lekker stream boys. China government is watching. Shout out to Don Barnard. He's famous for not wanting to be famous. Like, I don't know if Don just, he's not trying to make a name for himself. He just chills with the guys or whatever, but he has this massive following. But shout out to Don Barnard. If you're not following him on Twitter, like, please do. Like, all of the breaking news you will get on his Twitter feed. Swadam J and Lucy.
I've seen.
To get back to the whole inches thing, like, if your cigarette is this long, it's called an inch, but this is a whole cigarette. If you kill the cigarette halfway, it's called a nip.
Yes, a nippy.
And if you give your friend like a piece, like over here where the logo starts, you give him a scafe.
Yeah.
And and if you give him like that last little bit of white, they call that a gaitje, because that's a little hole that's left in the back. He can smoke that.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for telling me.
Okay, here we go. Ronaldo Ghost is in the chat as well. He says, Dames, sê me wat jou naam is. My naam is Adrianus. Like, does somebody have a link to that song? I was meaning to look that up. And Ronaldo, I promised you I am going to show your Loving Life video, and I did. You just came a bit late, but I promise you, go check out Ronaldo's Loving Life video. And Gerhardt says he's going to like comment on that a bit later, so maybe it'll be a good time after I finish with the comments now.
Yeah. I'll speak about that. That was something. Yes.
Dan Barnard, jy praat kak. Daar's zol ingemix. It's not something I talk about on live stream, Jack F. Talking about vaping. Bad news regarding health, Ronaldo.
Yep. Yeah. That's true. There's shit going on with vaping, but I'm vaping myself, boys.
Is there a possibility, because vaping isn't such a new thing, Well, vaping is a pretty new thing. We are still yet to see what the long-term effects of vaping is, because the chemicals in vaping is quite different from what you get in normal tobacco products.
Correct.
But we will only know about that 10, 15 years from now. We will know for sure.
Actually, there's some news coming out that there's some side effects being picked up in some people already in Britain. So they're starting to investigate it. Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna have a quick puff.
Maybe we can break the news on that. Domina Morgul says, looking forward to chatting your streams then, G. For sure, I really hope, try to at least do one video a week. Like they come with a team, you know. We can promote each other. Jack F says the Mega Train. Laurie
Yeah,
Swafford.
that's it.
Laurie Swafford. It's on BitChute as well. Swarm J. Okay. Viewing. Don't suck on any tip unless you want cancer. Viewing. I probably should have never started, but like I really love my cigarettes. Ronaldo goes popcorn lang is a myth, and dagbreek.
That is a myth.
Vaping article from Minnesota and Laurie Swafford. Dude, it won't matter when 5G is everywhere.
Yeah.
Does 5G also cause cancer apparently or what?
Dude, 5G is dangerous, but I don't want to be the Alex Jones on YouTube. But I've got my conspiracy around the 5G thing.
So like
it's going to be it's going to be just insane, man. There's already stuff going on. I don't know. Do you follow Infowars? You know what's Infowars, right?
I know Alex Jones, right?
Yeah, but they do like their own thing now on their website because they're obviously banned everywhere.
Shame.
But he's got a guy. He's got a guy working with him called Owen Schroyer. Mm-hmm. So this guy is hosting a show called the War Room.
Oh wait,
bro, go listen to what he says about 5G. I promise you, and he's got facts. He's got facts. So I don't want to be that Alex Jones right now. But go check it out.
I'm going to assume that they are predicting that 5G is basically putting Earth inside a microwave or something like that.
Well, let's see. We don't know what's going to happen. So by the way, you know, somebody was talking about popcorn lung.
Yes. Ronaldo.
That is a myth, but I want to tell you, like, for example, here in China, you must watch out what you vape because you get a lot of fake vape juice here in China.
I know Ronaldo buys his vape. I know Ronaldo buys his vape from a guy that mixes his own vape. Like, he might be onto some of that. Sorry, I interrupted.
Well, if there's vapors out there, you get yourself this. It's called Taffy King, the cotton candy, 3 milligrams. This is the best vape juice you're going to get out there. Trust me.
Viewing says, Klipkop, you can always replace nicotine in cigarettes with a nice backwood rolled with some Durban poison. Oh, you know, like, I think maybe one day when I'm a lot more comfortable with the live stream, we can delve into that. Like, it's sort of legal in South Africa, but it's still like frowned upon by most of the community. I'm just going to leave it there, you know. And that is it for the comments for now.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I can ask you a few questions.
For sure. I am it.
All right. So, yeah, I want to know something very stupid and simple to start off. Why Klipkop? Why did you get the name Klipkop? Where does it come from, bro?
A lot of people ask me, and back in the day, like I was born and raised in a small town, and like in my early 20s, like we partied a lot, and there's a lot of gravel roads, and we went to this party one time, also on a gravel road onto a farm, and I was borrowing my brother's little Volkswagen Golf, and there's this massive boulder somewhere along this road, and I drove over this boulder, and the sump of my car had this massive dent in, so I was called Sump Clip from there on forward. And the name pretty much only stick to my Namaqualand friends. But eventually, when I made my YouTube profile, I thought like maybe some of my friends on my Facebook will actually support me to have something in line. So I thought like maybe if I incorporate the clip into my name. And the other thing is I started off my political YouTube channel knowing absolutely nothing about politics. My channel is basically going onto the internet, researching, and as I'm researching, I'd like type out a script and like tell the people what I've learned, you know. So if I go from the start and say my name is Klipkop, I'm already saying, listen here guys, I don't know everything. If you can prove me wrong on something, like for sure, I'm just a Klipkop. And that is pretty much why my name is Klipkop.
That's why. So it doesn't come from that singer Snotkop, right?
No, definitely not.
All right. Anyway, are you allowed to say your real name? So, by the way,
my real name is Ambro van Wyk.
Andrew van Wyk. So wat noem ek jou? Klipkop of Andrew?
Like I would like to like have my internet personality remain as Klipkop, you know, because it's just for me it's just a little bit cooler than having your like actual real name there.
All right, that's cool, dude. So you are Klipkop, right? All right, so I want to move a little bit to. I want to ask you something, right? And this is something that bothers me. Okay.
Yeah.
I might be live streaming with some couple of other South African YouTubers in the near future about this. And I don't want to start a debate here. I just want to ask you straightforward from your side, because I think you're quite in the middle of things. And I like the way you give answers. But what do you feel about South Africans leaving South Africa, expats living abroad? Because I get this feeling that some people are blaming expats for coming, you know, for leaving South Africa to a better place to work as running away from the shit that's happening in South Africa. I just want to get your take on that.
For me personally, if leaving South Africa was a feasible option for me, I would probably be strongly like thinking about it to like actually do it. I know a few of my friends have left, and I don't blame them, you know, like you only want to do what's best for yourself. I think we have lost you again. No, because there you are back. You need to do what's best for yourself and best for your family. And like I don't look down on anybody that that left South Africa. I don't even look down on anybody that left South Africa and is still commenting on the things that's happening in South Africa. I do have a problem though with people that has left South Africa and then speaks as if they are better in the know than other people, or giving advice to like South Africans what to do in South Africa. That is where I draw the line. Like you are not here, you know. You are welcome to engage in our debates and like to reason about things. But if you are going to try and dictate, that is going to be a problem. Okay, we have lost Gerhardt again. I can't blame people for leaving. For sure, like I know a few people. I'm actually a little bit envious, to be obvious. To be honest, I think our good friend Ronaldo is the next one that's going to leave. Let me just give you a better screen here while Gia tries to reconnect. Boom, there we go. I really don't blame people for leaving. And obviously, if you are in a foreign country and you haven't spoken Afrikaans in the last 4 months, you really want to interact with South Africans, and like please do come and interact with us, but don't dictate what we should do on our side while you're on that side. I'm not sure if you caught the most of that, but it's basically like it's only the expats that sit overseas and like point fingers to South Africa and like to try to tell people what to do or what's the right thing to do next. I feel that is outside of their scope, that they shouldn't go that far. But like if expats that miss the country and want to interact, for sure, like I love them, please, they are still part of us.
I totally understand what you mean. I totally understand. There's something I want to throw in there. Have you ever heard the phrase called traveling cures racism?
Can you repeat that again? Traveling?
Have you ever heard that there's a phrase that says traveling cures racism?
Traveling cures racism. Okay, I've never heard that before, but like why is that a phrase? Like, well, why do you think traveling cures racism?
Well, that is why I want to bring it up, because dude, I think it's really true. I think it's really true. Because with all the shit happening in South Africa, I totally get people get hurtful and angry with each other. But dude, staying in other countries with different cultures, different things happening, get to know different cultures. Mm-hmm. I promise you now, back in SA, we are not that different. All the races, we are not really that different, dude. Mm-hmm. If you go way back to the beginning, all our forefathers, and let me tell you now, bro, we are not really that different. And what I can tell you now is I kind of see what Mandela saw back in the day. All right. Yeah. I kind of see what he saw back in the day. I've got my personal opinion about Mandela and that. But the whole thing he saw about the Rainbow Nation and peace and freedom and stuff, he got that from overseas when he went overseas all the time, to get this whole thing going in the ANC. I promise you, as a white guy, bro, as a white guy sitting in China, and I don't want to stir up too much shit now, but I tell you now, as a white guy sitting in South Africa, I kind of get what he saw. I kind of get what he saw. So I was just throwing that question out there for a reason. Now, dude, what you're trying to say is you don't like guys like Loving Life, sitting in other countries like Down Under and, perpetuating fake news and make call shit. I call them by name. Sorry, I shoot straight. It's on me, Scott, Balson, whoever you are.
In that case, I'm going to call out the person I was referring to actually as the real Piet Retief. Anyway, I'll continue. Sorry, I interrupted there.
All right. So, yeah, and I totally get what you mean. It feels like hypocrites sitting abroad, living the high life, sitting on the throne and thinking they know everything that's going back home. You guys are on the ground fighting the real fight. Mm-hmm. So I totally get it. But I just want to make also this conclusion that, remember, back in the day, the apartheid government was broken down because of international pressure on South Africa.
Yeah,
so the reason they got South African pressure is they got it by, from abroad. Basically, I don't want to go into too much detail, but they got it from abroad. So think about this. Other countries are not really stupid. They see there's a flock of South Africans, and I'm not just only saying white. South Africans are immigrating South Africa in record numbers at this moment. So countries are not stupid. They are wondering, why are there so many South Africans moving all over the world, trying to make a second life, trying to settle down, earn money, be safe, all that kind of thing. They are not stupid. What I'm trying to say is expats don't really understand how much impact they actually have on South Africa. And I think people staying in South Africa also don't understand the big impact from expats. Because remember, the word has been spread this side in a civil way, where in South Africa the heat goes on. Well, the shit hits the fan all the time. So I just want to make this point clear. You get assholes that sit abroad, talk cock about South Africa and just trying to get views. But I believe, and that's what I want to try shape my channel into, I believe there are expats that's actually trying to make a better change for South Africa by understanding what you guys are going through that side. But I also want the people to understand what the fuck I'm going through. Because I can tell you now, bro, I'm missing a braai, I'm missing Brandewyn, I'm missing speaking Afrikaans. I miss so much from South Africa that I can never have back, because I can never go back to that life again after I tasted peace and safety.
That is exactly how I explain it to people when I complain about things happening in the country. Like, a lot of people go like, why don't you just leave? Because I'm leaving my family behind. I'm leaving my culture behind. I'm leaving behind the place like I was raised, like all of those memories. And now I have to go to another country and assimilate to this whole new lifestyle. It's just not a case of just packing up your stuff and leaving, It's a big decision.
Not quite, dude. It's not easy to live abroad. I wanna make this clear through your channel to all the young South Africans thinking of moving abroad. Guys, don't think it's the grass is greener on the other side. I will say rather stay in South Africa, fight for what you guys have there.
Let's swing to the comments real quick. Swadam J, do you think if SA started to change in a good way, will most of them return or stay where they are now?
Jesus, that's a good, holy shit. Who asked that question? Who was asking that?
Okay, let me ask you in this way. Let's say our government starts to sort out our shit, and like Eskom is starting to become profitable again, all the state-owned entities, and this race baiting ends or whatever. Would you consider coming back?
Yes, is that guy who asked that question, and you as well. That is the hardest question. I never saw this one coming, because as much as I love my country so much, guys, you must understand, the fuck up here is, I'm not young anymore. I'm 35 this year, all right? I started planting roots in this country. I have a daughter here. I have a wife here. I've got a dog. I've got fucking 4 birds and 3 turtles. I've got investments. We are kind of rooted into China. at the end of the day, if South Africa becomes a prosperous country, or not even that far, if South Africa became a good country or just starting to go forward, my heart wants to go back, obviously, but I cannot leave my new Chinese family, which I already planted roots into here, and I can never take them to South Africa because they will never survive over there.
It'll be wrong towards them, in your opinion.
In the end of the day, dude, I will tear my whole life apart again to make a decision between marriage and stability or the love for your country. So guys, that's what I'm trying to explain to people. Living abroad is not that easy as what people think it is. It is not that easy, dude. I'm sitting in a situation where I can never move back to South Africa. I need to make a choice. Do I love my biltong and my country that much that I can leave my wife and child and my dog and everything, all my roots here? Or do I say goodbye to South Africa for the rest of my life and go for holidays?
Okay, so
you understand?
If you were still single, you probably would have moved back, but because of your family ties,
if I was single and I earned the money that I earn now, no. But if I was single and I earned okayish money, yes. You must remember, money keeps people this side as well, dude. Because the currency of South Africa is so bad that the money they earn here allow them to take care of their families back in South Africa, the people that cannot get out of South Africa. You understand?
Let's check the other comments. Like it's streaming in now. Dagbreker says at Klipkop, what got me after living abroad for a long time was hearing little kids speak Afrikaans. It sounded alien. I can imagine if you don't hear the language for a while, it will be a big thing.
That's true.
Sunshine Savannah says hi all. It's one of my core supporters. Hello Sunny. Justin Stock says, then why did Norway give 30 million euros towards land expropriation? I'm not sure. It's probably something we said.
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. No.
I don't know nothing about this Norway thing. It might be something we can look into. Sweatham J, beautiful speech, man. Laurie Swafford, maybe China can buy SA and make it safe. That's another question.
They are busy. They are busy. They are busy buying South Africa, guys. Remember my words. They are busy. There's already Chinese police station being set up in South Africa. There's 24, I think, already.
Community centers.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's coming. It's coming, guys.
Cosmic Surfer says, middag almal julle wetters. Domina Morgul says, exactly G. The Rainbow Nation chewed up and spat out both my aging parents. Pounds keep them eating.
Yeah.
Move back and get killed. My friend was mugged. I know a girl who was killed for nothing. Okay, so it seems like Laurie Swafford is abroad at the moment and she's not coming back. Like, there's no way.
Well, I totally get her. After my hijacking, that's one of the reasons I'm here. But I will not talk about that because that was devastating, bro. I'm still coping with some trauma.
So that is like a trigger topic for you.
Yeah, no, well, we can talk about it, but I will not go into depth because I was treated really bad, bro. Really, really bad. I went through hell for 8 hours.
I see a comments here that Belgium gave 30 million to the expropriation cause. Like I saw those news articles and I checked like a day or two later. Belgium made a statement that is totally fake news. That is just not true. Okay, moving on.
It comes from Loving Life.
Good day, fellow South Africans. Right. Do you have a next question lined up or not?
Yes, I do. All right. So that's the whole cover thing about the expats, right? Here's a biggie. Are you ready for this one? Shall we go into the politics quickly first? It's a small politics question and then get into my finale.
The floor is yours.
All right. Let's go into this thing quickly. Something that bothers me, and that is one of the big things that I got so attracted to it's not the reason I want to do commentary over South African politics, but this is so mind-boggling these days, is the whole Bosasa thing, man. I've been following the state capture now for a while, right? But things are looking crazy over there, Klipkop. What the hell is happening because I was busy just before me and you went onto live stream, right? I was busy watching the carte blanche version of the Bosasa thing, and dude, it's mental. This is fiction going on.
The thing
Can
is,
you tell me?
I kind of, with this Bosasa thing, Bosasa is just the tip of the iceberg. The corruption
All right.
is rampant. The only people who get jobs in government are the corrupt, and they feed off each other. Like we have government officials in ESCOM and all of those money. Like if you don't get like a cut, you're not doing your job well. Bosasa is just like Bosasa is real bad, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's our government, our country, our whole system is fraught with corruption. It is just that
dude.
bad. ESCOM basically it's the sole electricity provider in South Africa, and they have borrowed so much money. It's like maxing out your credit card. Like the IMF and everybody who can lend money, they absolutely refuse because there's no way on earth we will ever be able to pay that back. It's ruined.
It's I know what you mean, dude. But what I picked up was this is really like a fiction story going on, because I was watching the part where what's his name, Angelo Agressi, or I don't know how you pronounce his surname. He was speaking about things, how they started to push him to give bribes.
Yeah.
They were starting to push him to pay for cars, to pay for holidays, to pay for stuff, just for the story not to come out. So that's kind of scary, bro. That is, I understand the corruption thing. I totally get that. But I mean, there was like a movement going on, pushing people to enhance other people's lives for the better, just to keep quiet, of still carry on with the corruption. What the fuck?
Like it's like I said, this whole state captures thing. It's been coming since the arms deal back in the day. It started back in Mandela's day. There is so much cuck happening. Like I've basically switched off to it. Like it's just another story of people being corrupt. And we in South Africa, we are so desensitized to it. Like this guy stole 2 billion and distributed it to his family members. It is not really news.
It's another day.
It's just another day.
It's another day. Just another day. Jesus, bro. Yeah, but I wanna follow this Bosasa thing quite closely in the next coming weeks or so, because I think there's something deep going on, bro. I'm not just talking corruption and stuff. There's something deep going on there. Anyway, let's take that off the table. Anyway, let me get into this question. You answer true questions.
2 questions. Okay, for sure. Hit me.
Ronaldo Gous is the main Mac apparently in South Africa if it gets to political videos, because I checked out his videos. He's got really, really good videos. He's got a nice intro. I kind of like the stuff that he says. Some of the stuff I obviously disagree on, but I guess that's why we're here, because we disagree on some stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about Ronaldo Gous and his channel for South Africa? Do you think it's a positive thing? Do you think it's a negative thing?
I would say both, because there is a lot of stuff he comments about, and which is like a very accurate reflection of what's happening in South Africa. But then his demise, can I say that, is that he's a DA politician, and the DA.
That's right.
They are really trying.
A councillor, right?
Yeah, boy. They are really trying to like create this idea that like all South Africans, they just want to live together in peace and harmony, when the reality on the streets and in Parliament tells the total opposite. And the DA has moved over to very, very populist policies, and it's almost like he's trying to cover it up on his channel, because he knows like most of his viewers are like white capitalist leaning viewers, and he's trying to cover this up, and is doing his reputation a lot of harm in that way, especially among his call following.
Don't you think it's a career thing? That's what I want to ask you. Don't you think he's pushing for a bigger career in the DA? Because he's the first politician in South Africa, by my understanding and what I researched on, that actually got into the YouTube game and got a big following.
Well,
He's actually the first he's the first politician, a young politician, upcoming politician, because he's definitely not a politician yet. He's an upcoming politician. I think it's the first guy that moves into this direction, and that's quite smart. So I'm just asking, don't you think sometimes Ronaldo, he gets, he loses the real road to get a little bit of marketing in, views, following, to push his career at the end of the day and forget about the reality that's here in the middle?
He is a little bit of a prostitute like that. It's all about the clicks and the likes. To like get back to your point of like went into the YouTube game. He had his YouTube channel. He was like online social media before he took up the Korean politics. He used to go by the name of Rendier. And if you reply, but it was like this old school kids thing where you replace the E's with threes. And there's still some some video footage about Rendier floating around on the internet. He was basically like
hold on. That's a nice. That's really a cool name. Let's give an applause on this one. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Reindeer.
Right,
yeah.
But he was basically like a South African version of Logan Paul. Like he would sit in his channel and flex his muscles and talk about how cool he is and go around to pubs and make girls down their drinks, etc., etc.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that was in his younger day. Like, remember, we did the same in our 20s. This was like almost a fucking decade ago, So we must remember that he was a lot younger back then.
All right. So when did he move into politics then? Because clearly you know a lot about his channel. I just follow. I'm just following the new stuff that's coming out because I find him a kind of interesting guy, and I think he's a less pleasant guy. It's just I cannot bring the marketing or the thing about Ronaldo to the politics. I think there's something deeper. He's gunning for a career rather than I don't know.
Ronaldo is in the chat at the moment, and he responded, "I can assure you that my YouTube channel has probably limited my political career. It has definitely not done my career any good. I could close my channel tomorrow and have a better career chance." Well, there you go.
Wow.
Have it straight from the horse's mouth. We missed quite a few comments. Let's just check out the comments real quick.
That sounds kind of fair. I would just like to know why. How does that work?
I'm going to take it from here. Like, Ronaldo, have you changed your stance on class murder being just ordinary crime? Do you still endorse expropriation without compensation? Like, I can like answer for him because I know that like a year and a half back, like Ronaldo was also one of those guys that shot off farm killings, and he has come around and he has realized the problem with like people like myself and Don Barnard and Willem Petzer. That's like clapping him with evidence all the time. We actually have a problem, and he has come around to that, I believe. And Don Barnard says Willem Petzer is the king of SA YouTube and a straight shooter. Willem calls it as it is. Okay, there's a little bit of competition there between Willem and Ronaldo.
I saw that. There's a boxing match or something coming up.
But Willem and Ronaldo is pretty much in the same league. They are a lot more mainstream than I am, obviously. Cosmic Surfer says, hence why he is Ronaldo's.
Okay. I've seen a lot of people that's against Ronaldo, but I would like to stick up for the guy here, if I may. There's one thing that I saw about Ronaldo that's kind of unique, and that is he knows what he wants on YouTube. He knows what he wants to tell his audience. The people following Ronaldo is hardcore followers, dude. Because I don't think there's people that are 50-50. I kind of like Ronaldo and I follow his channel. I think they either like him or they think he's a puss. That's what I think. There's nothing in between.
The thing is,
to be quite honest,
I kind of like him because he's a puss. Like, I'm not sure, like, exactly sure how to explain it to you, but like, there's a lot of things I like strongly disagree with him, especially if he starts talking cuck about what DA policy really is. He has this thing that now the DA says something ridiculous. Now you ask him about like this thing that DA said. No, you got it all wrong. Just go Google it. The answers are there. Now he doesn't want to like go on live stream and like pull up the pages where the DA made the statement because he knows I'm correct. and this is going to change his whole narrative. Like, I can't stand that. And every time it does that,
I totally get you. But why don't you get on live stream with Ronaldo? So by the way,
my channel is way too cool for him.
okay, all right, I get you.
No, for sure.
But I think
if he wants to, we can look it up.
I checked into the Ronaldo a little bit. I'm talking like I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy. I've never met him. I've spoken to him a little bit on Twitter and stuff like that. But you can pick up a lot from somebody's personality, right? You can pick up shitloads of information. I think Ronaldo is trying to help the country. He thinks he's trying to help the country, and I think some people he's actually helping. But there's one thing. I think the brand about Ronaldo, the whole brand, because he's pushing a brand, and I think the brand is getting over his head. It's getting on top of his head, and he forgets the course. He still knows what he's trying to get out, but he's pushing the Ronaldo brand so hard these days, because all the live streams I'm seeing lately is the super chats going on, and once you taste the chocolate, you can't stop, or once it pops, you can't stop. What's that Pringle stuff?
Let's have a shot every time Ronaldo says super chat. We'll get boosted in one live stream.
You understand, dude? I think he must get back to his old videos, his old style. You understand? That's what I was actually enjoying. Yeah. His live streams are good. And he's a good moderator. He's a good live streamer. He stays on topic.
But I think the game a while.
But I think his videos are much more smack bang in your face, and he gets his point across because he has the chance to edit on what he's trying to say. Okay, so I think the guy must get back into videos and just do the debates on live stream, because that's where he's good at. He's listening to people and debating. There's another guy. His name is Karplander or something. I don't know who's this guy. That guy is one of the most intelligent guys I've ever listened to. Right? But he's also a funny character. When I watch Ronaldo's streams, he's always like in there. He's trying to talk to Ronaldo, and once the two are starting to speak, it ends up like a big, huge, off the point fucking conversation.
That happened to my live stream as well. Like you learn your lesson slowly. Okay,
all right, yeah.
Here's quite a few comments from while we are discussing Ronaldo. Like, I really don't want to make this a Ronaldo live stream. I love criticism. I am open to change my views, and people who hate me will hate me. Thanks, Don Barnett, Money Baby, and you guys sitting here telling me that you won't do the same. For sure, I'm really trying to make money off the whole thing. I need an average of 4,000 view hours over the last 12 months. I'm just gonna have to work at it and up my game. I'm not like the guys from the Renegade Report that blames the audience if the YouTube videos that doesn't get views. That really pisses me off.
You're kidding, right?
They are supposed to be the ultimate capitalists, pull up your socks, iron your shirt, get in there and get things done. But now the YouTube videos doesn't do well. Now they go in their Facebook group. There's 1,200 members in this group, and I only have 60 views. What is wrong with you guys? No, you up your game. You release better content. That's all you can do. Well, I want to end off I spoke a lot of cuck about Ronaldo. What I do appreciate about his channel is when he has live phone-in sessions. Not everybody can set up a whole YouTube channel at their home or whatever, but most people can at least phone in on their phones. So if you feel you want to get a message across, and he does have a platform, there's usually between 80 and 120 watching his live streams. If you want to get your message across, you can go on a Wednesday and phone into Ronaldo's channel and speak to 80 people and maybe change a few minds. That is a lot of good I can see in his channel. And he also doesn't mind if you come and show your own videos on his Twitter feed, for example, within reason, obviously. But he is supportive of the whole YouTube community. Even if you hate him, he will still try to uplift you.
I must tell you, I think the same about the guy. We're not going to make this live stream about Ronaldo. I totally agree. I just want to give a big up to the guy, because he is the leading politic YouTube, YouTuber in South Africa, because there's much more bigger YouTubers. Dan Hayes, that Casper Lee. There's huge YouTubers in South Africa. But I think he's the leading politics
Yeah.
YouTube channel at the moment.
I will agree.
And Willem Petzer just on his ass behind him.
Oh, where does Loving Life fall into this whole thing?
Loving life, dude. I want to tell you something. I get you and Ronaldo and everyone that speak about this whole thing about loving life. I get your point. But you must understand, being a toppie, sitting in Australia with your bonsai dog all alone, the only thing he has is the views. Dude, I totally get what he's doing. And he's an old toppie. He's trying to move people across the world. He's trying to help. You want to play a hero. I totally get that. And this brings me to Ronaldo's video earlier. Jesus Christ, dude. This is where I want to make it clear on the internet that I got respect for Ronaldo, okay? He pulled Uncle Scott with a fail hat trick. I'm not going to spoil the video for you. Yes, dude. He led him into the most ridiculous fucking trap ever.
A hook, line, sinker one.
The hook, line, and sinker one. You're gonna see Uncle Scott. You're gonna see Uncle Scott trying to break the news on what just happened on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I want to give Ronaldo a big up. I don't want to spoil your video for the people, but
it's a little bit of a. Well, you haven't spoiled it yet. I still haven't watched it myself. I'm not going to do it like swapping over to live stream. My internet is just way too cock, and it will be a lot better if everybody actually just goes to view the actual video. Yeah. So go check out Ronaldo's video on that.
Yeah. And he deserves the views on this video because it's properly done. Yes, he's clever. I want to give it. This is for Ronaldo. Big up, boy. Big up.
I don't like anybody's, like, especially not retweet anybody's videos. And I'm like sort of like over the whole Scott thing. But if you tell me it's that good, I just might. I may not. I don't know, retweet it.
Dude, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. That is, I tell you, that's where I get respect for Ronaldo. Is that video? It's really good, and he just nails it, bro. It's case closed. He made it very clear that loving life is actually, it's a joke, dude. Go check it out.
The thing is, loving life really deserves to be memed more. I don't know why people aren't memeing him that much. Like Carplander is doing a great job at it. Like Ronaldo's into the game. I made like 1 or 2 videos, but we can only see where it goes from here. Don Barnard says that was good work from Ronaldo. I hope Scott learns from this. Brendan Campbell.
Yeah, no, it was
Ronaldo
really,
is not dumb,
really good.
That is the problem. So
I just think the guys must leave each other now. I want to make it clear. I think Ronaldo must stop now. Jesus, that was a trip switch shot. It's enough. Man. It's enough. And you did say in one of your videos, I'm done.
Yeah, remember, I did as well.
So I think leave the guy alone because that was Jesus, dude. That's a knockout. That's a knockout.
Okay, we have been going for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and we currently have 18 viewers, which is great. I absolutely love seeing this. Like there was about 12 viewers, and then when we had the technical break, it dipped, and then when I went live again, all 12 of them went back, and over time, like it just picked up a little bit more and more and more. And I'm actually quite flattered that people find me interesting enough to come and listen to. Like, I am genuinely flattered. Thank you very much, guys. So
that's awesome. I also want to say thanks, guys.
Is there anything else you had on your list?
I can ask you the last question.
For sure.
The last question is, and please be honest, are you Malkop Media?
Are you
Malkop Media?
I may or I may not be. Like, Ronaldo has his suspicions. I'm talking about him again. Don't talk about Ronaldo.
All right.
I may or may not be. Like, do you think I am?
I'm trying to investigate it from my side by watching the 2 Twitter feeds and what times it's been posted. My video is coming soon. So, by the way, it's a video between Malkop and Klipkop. Are they the same person? You know, it's an investigation video. I'm checking the times you guys are tweeting. I'm checking the tweeting style, some videos and stuff. If it is you, dude, that's well done. That's all I can tell you. If it is you, that's a brilliant move.
let me ask you, like, if I gave you a direct answer, yes or no, would you have believed me?
It depends on the answer, because what I can see at this moment, dude, I'm not fucking sure. I seriously, I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on it. But there are some. I can tell you, if it's you, there's some sort of a routine going on. So you need to break that to fuck me around. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If it's you,
Okay, well, I am going to say that I am not Malkop Media, and
Whoa.
our favorite YouTuber has it wrong. If you want to believe me or not, it's totally up to you. But I really enjoy Malkop's Media's content, and I'm just gonna leave it at
Yeah,
that.
that-
You know, like people can go with their conspiracy theories, like run with it for sure. Why not?
Right, that's good, man. That's pretty much all my questions I have from China. I think I can take a question from the comments if the people want. How many people are still in the comments hanging around?
Okay, we have 17 viewers. The comments are like going, but the people. Let me take it from. Let's start from here. Like the last 12 comments. Dagbreker says at Klipkop, if I can add, we need more comedy. Not like the late shows at all. More like Dave Chappell. I don't know Dave Chappell all that much. Maybe I can look it up. But Dagbreker really wants to see more comedy from us. Cosmic
I think
Surface-
he means not that serious stuff all the time, you know. So now and then, like a fuck around kind of vibe.
Dagbeker, I suggest you go check out Gerhardt's channel, because there's always at the end there's like maybe like a little bit of food for thought, you know, get that warm fuzzy feeling going. Like I kind of appreciate that. Cosmic Services,
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
yeah, fuck your braggat. Like I don't know, if you're talking to me, like why you call me a braggat? Sunshine Savannah says, great stream, guys. Please don't stop. Okay, for sure, we'll hang around for a bit more. We're just like out of topics at the moment. Cosmic Surfer says, scratching your left temple says it all. Does that mean I'm lying or not? Jack F says, your smile
funny.
says it all. Ronaldo Ghost says, Klipkop, Malkop. No brainer. Like we have similar names, you know. You know, Malkop might just be like a fanboy of Klipkop, and he's like catching my sloppy seconds. You never know. Don Barnard, lol. Klipkop is not Malkop. Or maybe Don is speaking the truth. Maybe not. It sounds like Don has inside info, guys. Dagbreker says, so if Carplander or Ronaldo has a go, that's funny stuff. Oh shit, here's a lot of comments. Cosmic Surfer, Kop, major clue. Sunshine Shavana says, just because both ends in Kop. No, this is all about Malkop. Let's ask Malkop to tweet something quick.
I was thinking exactly about that thing.
Well,
I wanted to ask you, get the guy in this meeting right now.
Well, ask Malkop, maybe he'll reply. Jack F must be relative than the Kop surname. Sunny Shavana says, would love to hear more about life in China. Well, if you want to know more about life in China from a South African perspective, you know where to go. Don't you know Dave Chappell? No, like when I make videos, like I sound very intelligent and informed. I'm not really. Do you know who Dave Chappell is, Gerhardt?
I think I know, but I don't want to, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Watch Half Baked, please. Like, well, maybe we should like do a stream Half Baked, like someday at 4:20. And
Yeah, it's yeah.
That is basically it from my side. Like, you want to wrap up?
Well, if there's someone asking me anything about China, they can reach me on Twitter or wherever. Speak to me about it. Just a safe warning from me, guys. Seriously, I've been around in China for a while now, and I've seen some South Africans. That's another stream I'm going to do sometime. Locked up. I don't know if you guys know about that 50 South Africans. I think it was on carte blanche. That were detained for being here illegally. I don't know if you know about the story, Klipkop.
No. Like, could you give us more info on that, please?
Yeah, you can go check it out. It's very, very hardcore, bro. So what happened is there's a lot of scam companies in China. What I want to make it clear, if you get into China and you want to work as a teacher legally, you need a 4-year degree. Don't fall for anything else. If you want to work in China as a teacher, you need a 4-year working degree to get a Z visa. So what happened is there's a lot of scams out there, scams and all that kind of thing. They scammed 50 South Africans and told the guys, come to China, you can work here because you can speak English. We're going to put you on a tourist visa, and then we're going to move you to this visa and then that visa. And all of a sudden, the police, they called themselves the PSB, just walked into the schools and arrest all of them. And they were detained for a very long time. And they couldn't leave China for, I think it was about a month. And the parents back in SA were trying so hard, even carte blanche, trying to get these guys back. And this was last year. It's new news. It was last year.
Most of these guys are like early 20s, right? That got detained.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. And I knew a couple of them. They actually spoke to me. You know, the guys went through shit with this scam. So I just want to make it clear, guys. If you ever want to come to China, go work and teach. It's a great opportunity. You can earn money. You can save money. Go back to SA. Don't get rooted into another country. But if you want to work here, you need your legal documents. Don't take the risk. It's not worth it.
If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is.
Yes, dude. Trust me, it's the guys are falling left, right, and center in China. China's now becoming one of the strongest countries to get a visa in. So just want to make it clear to people.
We have a question from Don Barnard to Gerhardt, and he wants to know if you are a gamer.
If I am what?
A gamer. Do you play computer games?
Yes, I do, Don. And I think this Don is a very cool guy. He's on Twitter, right? I think he's got like 7,000. He's got 7,000 followers or something.
Don is a fucking celebrity. He's like a muso of Twitter.
Dude, he's really, really a cool guy. I had a little bit of, I had a chat with the guy, and I just want to tell you, you are fucking awesome, bro. Anyway, to get back to his question, yeah, I am a gamer. I'm currently doing the new Doom as we speak. But I'm more, and don't kill me for this, all people out there, but I'm more a console guy. I'm a PlayStation fan.
Can we? I know Don is an avid gamer. Like, can we maybe between us three? Because I was thinking of doing a live stream. I know Don likes Battlefield. To just like sit and talk cuck about politics while we kill each other in Battlefield. Like pretty much like the same as Ronaldo is doing. Like I'm not that great of a gamer. The last time I gamed was many years ago. But I'm more than willing to actually go out and buy the game. But only if Don tells me like we can like do a PvP thing in Battlefield, but like we shoot the shit out of each other and we talk politics. We'll just talk cuck, you know, like friends hanging out.
Dude, I'm totally down for that. Totally down. Don, thanks for the question, bro. I'm in. Dit is so aan soos Japan, papa. I'm ready.
Okay, Sunshine Savannah has a headline of one of the articles you mentioned. We were treated like prisoners. Young SA teacher jailed in China tells of her ordeal.
That's horrible, dude.
I have seen concentration camps trying to de-Muslimize the Muslims in China.
Whoa. Yeah. I can speak about that, but not now. Not now, okay. But yeah. That guy or
so Sweatham J is onto something. The Sweatham J is onto something, but like Gerhardt just needs to like go back and like choose his words properly before he's allowed to say anything.
Yes. I just want to think a little bit, please, bud.
Carplander just stick out in the chat. He said gamers rise up. Like Carplander, you almost like an avid Minecraft guy, aren't you? Cosmic Surfer, old school pinball dudes, the only game to play. Like Cosmic Surfer, like how old are you? Just like a question I'm throwing out there. Let's squad up at Carplander.
If Carplander is there, I want to tell him, dude, you are a very intelligent young man. I think you are young, I don't know, but seriously, very, very intelligent guy. And
the thing
I want to talk to you also sometime.
Noticed about Carplander, his arguments are like super convincing, but like a week and a half later, he like flips around 180 on his argument. Like fucking, I believed you, now you like. I'm a
Dude,
little bit
it's-
weary agreeing with Carplander.
I can tell you, he's got a Ben Shapiro vibe in him. I can tell you that. There's only one thing, dude. Stop saying too much, whatever. Because every single sentence is whatever.
My very first fan, Belleville Pitt, has also came to the chat. You are a little bit late, but you are always welcome. Salute, my maasakant. And that is the end of the comments. We are averaging at about 20 viewers, and people are sticking around. They are finding this interesting, oddly enough.
Well, thanks, guys, for hanging around. And if there's no other questions, do you have anything for me?
I think
I almost called it.
I am going to leave it right there. Like, we can direct message each other, and we can see when we can set up this whole. I'm not sure about what game we're going to play. It sounds like it's going to be Battlefield. I don't know Battlefield at all. You guys are probably going to shoot the shit out of me, but I think it'll be really fun, and I look forward in doing that.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, guys, come check out what I do on my channel sometime if you guys want. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on your channel.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm gonna have a live stream, very interesting, with a guy called Ben Omer. He's from China, married to a Chinese woman. A very intelligent young man as well, also a South African, just to make it more clear for you guys in South Africa how it really is staying abroad, being married, and can never go back. You understand? We can really never get back to our country anymore. It's a discussion for another time, but yeah, it's not as easy as what you think it is.
Okay, just for everybody who recently joined, I've got your Twitter profile up on the screen now. It's Gerhardt J van den Merwe, and I tagged him in my recent tweet, so you can go follow him there. And then his YouTube page is also Gerhardt J van den Merwe. He's got about 2,000 subscribers, and you can't miss his profile picture. That is very unique. That is definitely your face. But thank you very much for joining. I think next time we do it on your platform, just like
no problem.
Have a little bit shoot the shit. But thank you very much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me, Klipkop. Thanks for everyone hanging around. Ronaldo, thanks for tuning in. Carplander, all you guys, thanks so much. Have a good one, yeah? Out of China, Jesus, guys, we miss our country. We love you guys. We are like the Julian Assanges sitting here in China, so don't think it's green. The grass is greener on the other side. We are here for a fucking reason, and we can't go back, but love you all. Hey, how about I give you a kiss? Wait. How's that one?
Oh, you got sound effects there as well.
No.
But
I save it for another stream.
Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Like if this is the reaction I'm getting, like I'm definitely going to do more live streams. I'm just going to try and like keep it interesting, because there's only so much you can report on. But like really very much, a lot of thanks to you guys, and thank you for the support, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Cheers, bro. Have a good one.